Getting out a little bit early. It's about 55 degrees, not too bad, just wearing a heavy sweatshirt. The sun is shining and it's not windy. That's awesome. Quill were out in the backyard this morning. Having to keep an eye on those guys, make sure they don't eat my garden. I have it mostly covered, but they're still a little hard on stuff. I'm so surprised that they're eating the mint out of the pot, the new mint that's coming up. Thankfully I have more than one, but what a pain. Oh, look at these flowers over here. These are, Meg, wait. Check that out. This cactus blooming. It's an Opportunia species of cactus. These ones are wild. They're so pretty. It only happens once a year. Kind of like the fruit trees, right? I guess anything that produces fruit gets its bloom on and it's done. Looks to be a beautiful day today. I might meet a friend later to walk, just depends on her schedule. It's not too late, right? Trying to coordinate with another person, so you hear the doves. I love the sound of the doves. It's like music. I didn't do any work on my quilt last night. I pushed myself so hard in the garden. By the time, I'll leave that alone. By the time I walked Meg, it was kind of late and I seriously needed a hot bath. So it was an early bedtime for this girl after all that work. Felt good. Made a lot of progress. I'm not completely done, but boy, I really made some progress. So that's awesome. I'll be happy when I have everything planted so that then I can start working on planting my containers in the grow room for the stuff I want to grow. I'm definitely wanting to plant more carrots and onions and maybe some more beets, root vegetables. For sure, more lettuces, more tomatoes, and I need to transplant those peppers that came up. Give them a little more space. That's on our list of stuff to do. We need to add some more bubblers too for the new garden beds, but it'll be fine for a while. I just keep watering them manually, right? You kind of got to do that anyway when you first transplant seedlings because you don't want them to dry out. They have to establish themselves to be hardy. Sorry, for some reason I had a dead zone. My phone had to reconnect, but I'm planting some sunflowers this year. I love sunflowers. They're so pretty, but they don't go with a lot of plants because the roots emit stuff that affects the growth of many other plants, but they're good with corn. They're good with some of the melon species and squash. So we'll see how that works out. Cucumbers could create a natural support for the cucumbers. So that's kind of cool. Hey, Unrid. Is that Unreal Guy? Bobby Woo, hi. Hey, Isabella. Good morning. Thanks for joining the channel. She is half Siberian Husky and half American Staffordshire Terrier. And the only reason I know that is when we adopted her from the shelter a couple of years ago, they said she was a shepherd mix. So she's small enough to curl up in a small area, but she's definitely a muscle dog. She's a little heavy, not fat, but you know what I mean. Pretty athletic dog. Thanks for asking. Do you have a dog? I've got a runner over here. Beautiful day. She's a good girl. I'm just enjoying the sunrise, right? I guess that's a little higher up in the sky, but right now, as cool as it is, You wouldn't want to be out here when it's on the horizon. It'd be a little cold. It's really peaceful this morning, which is nice. That's how I like it. Her name is Meg. And the funny thing is when we adopted her from the shelter, the reason why we adopted a dog is 140 animals were being abandoned a day. And so we weren't about to just go buy a dog. But the name she came with was Nutmeg. Apparently they get so many animals that they just start giving them all kinds of crazy names. And we kept calling her, thank you, I'm glad you think she's beautiful. She's very sweet. We kept calling her Nutmeg and she wasn't responding at all. If she had a name, we didn't want to change her name. But once we realized she didn't like Nutmeg, we just said, well, let's try Meg, because Nutmeg is kind of a long name. You're Nutmeg, right? But she responded to Meg immediately, so we went with Meg. I guess she kind of helped us with her name, right? She loves to go for walks, which is nice. I used to be a long-distance runner, and I always had a dog that I ran with. That's seriously the safest thing to do for you gals if you're into the outdoors. And I don't run anymore. Oh, she's looking for the spot. Let me get the bag out. I don't run anymore. That gets hard on your joints after a while, so you kind of gotta enjoy it while you can, right? I definitely love running, but I walk. And actually, walking is a safer extra. Oh, okay. Let mommy get it. Let mommy get it. Okay. All right. Excuse me for just a minute while I pick this up. Okay, I know, it's so exciting. So exciting. She loves to dig. All right. Okay, just a moment. All right, let mommy get it. Wait for mommy. I'm back. Let's go throw this away, Meg. It's really important to clean up after your animals and keep the area clean, right? Unfortunately, a lot of people don't. It's more sanitary for sure, and it's definitely more appealing to keep the place clean. Oh, I've got another dog walker up there. Got another lady out there. Good company here. It's nice. All right. Good girl. Okay, let's keep going. Let's continue our walk. Morning is such a nice time. I think it's my favorite time. Sometimes after a long day when I've had a really nice day and I'm doing stuff I enjoy, I'm just like, wow, if it was just morning, I could start over again. But everybody's got to get some rest, right? I'm a go, go, go girl, just like my dog. Stuff to do. Look at that sunshine. It's definitely warmer when you're not in the shade. That's for sure. What you doing, baby? Come on, let's walk. Let's walk in the sun. I think it's gonna be a gorgeous day today. Hope to get a little more gardening done. Hoping to meet up with my friend. Might check out a farmer's market today. Just depends. I think there's a race there though, so you wouldn't really want to be walking on the path where the race is. You'd just be an obstruction. Speaking from experience, having been a serious runner in the past, you don't want to get in the way of people. Oh, she sees a bunny. Run, rabbit, run. Don't worry. I don't let her chase rabbits. She's pretty fascinated with chipmunks and round-tailed ground squirrels. And gosh, one time I couldn't figure out why she was sticking her nose in the hose tower. And she's got a nose. That's that terrier part of her breed. there was a rat in there. All of a sudden I see this flash of movement and her chasing it across the yard. Lately she hasn't really wanted to go in the yard much though. We had a windstorm about a month ago that was pretty intense, and it's like it spooked her or something. Maybe something got blown over. And so we've been walking her twice a day ever since that happened. And then I think she figured out that if she refuses to go outside, she gets 2 walks. So I guess we'll be getting a little better shape now, right? I've been getting in about 13,000 steps a day ever since my husband went on this trip. Usually he walks her in the afternoon for me, or in the evening, I should say. But that's okay. Spring is coming. Get ready to wear those summer clothes, right? Walking's a good way to do it. But I'm pretty excited about the garden this year. I've got some tomatoes that were really successful last year, even with our week of 120 degrees here in the desert. And I've got about 7 of those planted. So I'm really hoping to get some good tomatoes this year. And I'm going to have cherry tomatoes in the grow room. So that's pretty awesome. Use the cherry tomatoes for salad and the ones that grow outside for cooking projects, right? Love to make homemade pasta sauce. Anybody else out there do some canning? Homemade pasta sauce is the best. One of the things that got me into canning, other than it's just cool to know how things work, is if you can yourself, there's no reason to add preservatives. But there's a natural process that occurs that works, so then you're not eating chemicals, right? So I try to keep my food as chemical free as possible. Kind of like Grandma used to do it, right? What is it, huh? So I was looking at our apricot tree. Oh, okay, don't dig dirt all over Mommy. I was looking at our apricot tree, and our poor apricot, man, it was so beautiful when it bloomed this spring. And unfortunately, it had borers. And I've tried so hard to get rid of those borers. But it hasn't worked. And the apricots themselves, I put on a whole bunch of apricots, but they don't look healthy, so I don't even know if we're going to get any fruit out of this. So I'm going to be looking to replace that tree, unfortunately. I really love apricots, but you know, if your tree isn't healthy and it's going to die, it might be time to get a new one. We are almost to the park. Yesterday we had a scary story with a big uncontrolled pit bull. Hoping we don't have that experience again. That was only happened to me once before in my life, about 30 years ago, right? We handled it successfully. Well, sure appreciate a few of y'all joining in today and walking with us. It's going to be a beautiful day today. Have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.